So I've just bought an abandoned rally car, and this video has been sponsored by eBay. Maybe abandoned isn't the right word. I think neglected would better describe this car. It's been sat out in the elements for years. I found it on an internet listing and the car just looks absolutely battered and not very looked after. But it is very cool, and it's definitely not a real rally car, but it has lots of rally-esque modifications, and it looks very rally spec. It looks like someone was trying to make a rally car. But with that said, let me show you what I've bought. So here it is. This is a Peugeot 206 GTI. This is the slower 137 brake horsepower variant. Unfortunately, it's not the 180 brake horsepower variant, but still a very cool car. I picked it up for £2,100 and it has 30,000 miles on the clock. On the inside, it does have some very sun-damaged bucket seats, a Sparco steering wheel, some cool gauges, but no roll cage, interestingly. But yeah, it is very rally spec, I think, especially this wing. I mean, it's very sun-damaged, and there are plants growing on it. And it also has some aftermarket taillights, a big center exit exhaust, lots of stickers, and also, as you can see here, lots of lack appeal. This is what I was referring to. This car has been very neglected, but I did notice it has 6-piston brake calipers and Bilstein shocks and springs, which means, I think, that someone used to love this car and actually used to spend a decent amount of money on it. But as you can see from the paintwork, it's been a very long time since that has happened with this car. But yeah, I think this will be a very interesting project, kind of restoring it and getting it back to its former glory. But first, I want to change the headlight bulbs because they're very dim, and as you know, rally cars need bright headlights. So that's kind of the job on the list to start with. Now, to get the brighter xenon headlights that I'm after, I have purchased these headlight bulbs. I've got 2 H4s, 2 H7s and 2 H1s, and these are called ice bulbs. And I purchased these through eBay's Winter Essentials offer. Now, essentially what this is you're going to be able to get some nice discounts on a load of different parts and accessories from brands that you can trust over this winter period. So if you do find yourself wanting some parts for your pride and joy, then make sure to check out eBay's Winter Essentials offer, and you never know, you could save yourself a load of cash. So to show you guys how I found these light bulbs, I firstly went to the Winter Essentials offer page, and I then searched using this search bar some Peugeot 206 light bulbs, and as you can see, I got a load of results. But I ended up choosing this option, which gave me a nice 29% off. So as for other mods I've picked up from eBay to make this even more of a rally car, I've got this aluminium radiator, which should really help with the car's cooling, and also these awesome rally mud flaps. So the first mod I'm going to fit is the radiator, and on the Peugeot, replacing a radiator is very easy. So the first step was to get the car up on some axle stands, and then I could drain out the old coolant. Then I had to disconnect some more hoses, followed by undoing 2 Torx bolts which held in the rubber mounts for the radiator. And once those were off, the old radiator could come out and the new aluminium radiator could then go in. And then all I had to do was put it back together and finally fill it up with coolant. And I think this aluminium radiator looks amazing. The next mod I'm going to fit are the mud flaps. Now, this was pretty straightforward. All this involved was jacking up the car, taking off the wheels, cleaning all of the mud out of the inner arches, and then using some self-tappers to secure on the mud flaps. And then repeating that process 3 times more. So after far too much time, I have now finally fitted all 4 of the rally flaps to the 206. And I think these look so good. They've got 206 in literally the exact same blue on all 4 of the rally flaps, and I think these look so good. One thing is that the rear ones do look quite wide. I do like it because it makes the car look wider, but maybe they're a little bit too wide. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you think this is what they're supposed to look like, but I tried my best with what I have. Onto the headlights. So the final mod I'll be fitting are the new headlight bulbs. So my plan of attack with this was to partially remove the headlights themselves so I had easier access to the stock bulbs. So once I had removed the front trim piece, I could then get to the final few bolts which allowed me to remove the headlight units themselves, and then I could easily access the headlight bulbs. And once I got all of the bulbs into the headlights, I could then put everything back together, and then I was finished. So as you can see, the new headlight bulbs in the Peugeot just look so cool. They're a lot more blue and a load brighter than the previous bulbs. I just think that looks so much better. They were so yellow in here before, and now it just looks so good. So now I have fitted all of the modifications to the Peugeot 206 and they are looking amazing. I was gonna take the car out for a little drive at this point in the video, but I don't think the British roads are the best place to take it. This is what this car was meant to do. I'm currently at Bovian or something. I probably am butchering the name, but it's a rally stage in Wales and it is absolutely crazy. This car has amazing, massive, I think they're 6-piston brake calipers. They are absolutely massive, and they stop this car on a dime, and it gives it a very progressive brake feel. Oh, I love this thing. The Peugeot is an absolute blast to drive, especially on that rally stage. All of the modifications that the previous owner did to the car have definitely made it better than a standard car would be. But with that said, I think I'm going to leave the video here. So if you did go on to enjoy, ladies and gents, make sure to smash that like button and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also make sure to check out eBay's Winter Essentials deal. I will leave the link in the description of this YouTube video so that you can go and check it out. And with all of that said, I will catch you in the next one.